Today is Thursday, July 28th. It's 3:03 in the morning. I am at my parents' house in the living room. It's really late or early, however you want to see it, and I just got off the phone right now with my mother-in-law for talking for like 3 hours about all kinds of different stuff. And I'm not gonna complain about the fact that I had to talk to her because, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't get annoyed when people repeat to me the same stories that I've heard from them over and over again, like the same exact like details of a certain story that they already told to me. Because I get annoyed by that, and she does that a lot. But I'm trying to not be rude or whatever, so I don't. I just let her say it most of the time. But towards the end, I was already starting to say, yeah, you told me, just because it was like, all right, it's getting pretty late over here. But yeah, it's just, I'm just a little frustrated because I was trying to work on the PowerPoint tomorrow. We're having a meeting for Awas to talk about, our strategy for our settlement requests or demands, whatever, however you want to see it. And I wanted to have my presentation ready from my Karmic Works nonprofit to go ahead and present to them, but I didn't get to finish. I spent a lot of time on the phone with her. I can't be working on something like that and talking on the phone with all this like emotional baggage type of conversation going on. So I just kept talking and talking. Also, I mean, mostly also because she was talking a lot about Marco at first and everything going on with that. Obviously, like, that's important to me. Like, it is very important to me to get to the bottom of that, or fix it or whatever. At least for my baby's sake, so that her daddy's, all well and good. But yeah, I really want to get this PowerPoint done, this presentation, and every time it happens where I'm like, because I have to like put my brain in a certain place when I'm doing it, when I'm getting all the stuff outlined. I have to like, put it in a certain place and focus my thoughts and my energy on what I'm thinking about and really like put it together, so that it's understandable in words that I'm putting up there. And it's hard to do that when I'm like emotionally riled up or like upset or whatever, because obviously my mind isn't focused. It can't focus. So it's like, oh, and then it's already super fucking late. I'm like, I'm not going to stay up. If I work on it, I'm going to want to stay up at least an hour or something. And I'm just not going to do that. I want to have time to know, to get it done, to like focus on it and be able to have my positive energy there instead of just being all like, oh God, I don't have time for this. Oh, stop bothering me. I'm trying to do this. But such is life, You have family problems and drama and shit. And obviously when you have to take care of a tiny little human being that depends on you. So I didn't get it done by tomorrow. It sucks. But hopefully I get a chance to still bring it up. If not, I want to have it done at least by when we go talk and actually have negotiations with the city, because it's like I have to like get this idea out there to them. I have to. I have to. I'm not positive that everything that I say is going to get through, but I do believe that a lot of what I say is going to connect with them, and they're gonna take some form of what I'm offering, the ideas I'm offering, and create something out of it. I really believe that, and and I want to do it, because like in the conversation we're having, a lot of the conversation, to be honest, like that, why I guess I'm pissed off is because it was all around God, like, and praying, and God, that's her big thing, is like praying and God and da da da, like that's the answer to everything, which is bullshit. Because if that was true, then I mean, obviously, the world wouldn't be the way it is. Because people constantly pray for the world to be a better place and not so evil and whatnot, and it still fucking is. So prayers don't always work in that sense. So this banana tastes weird. Gross. I don't think it was ripe yet. But yeah, I get frustrated because I'm like telling her how basically, or I'm trying to tell her how basically don't I don't pray in God or to God anymore, because well, first of all, my prayers were never answered back in the day, not really anyways, and second of all, because it's just a waste of time, I think. And when you can actually do stuff yourself, when we can do stuff as a people, as a human race together to fix all these things, there's a lot of things that we can do to fix all the problems in the world. A lot. It starts with putting the people in the positions of power that actually give a fuck about the world, that actually care to make it a better place, in order to get that happening. Because when you have a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about anything but themselves and their own family, obviously, like, they're not going to do the jobs they're supposed to do the way they can do them in the best way possible. They're going to just do the bare minimum, or just do whatever's best for them in their own. And it's those things like that happen on a grand scale in the masses that cause all these other little issues to come into play and manifest on a lower scale. It goes down a rung, and it affects people. And that's what I try to get through to her, is that I'm not ignoring my family by doing this stuff, because that's their thing, is, oh, you spend so much time in the office and you're always in the office, and it's like, I'm doing work in there. Okay, yes, sometimes I just relax and I'm making videos, doing therapy. Essentially, this is my therapy. And I'm sometimes just smoking or relaxing, trying to wind down. But that's not all I do. I'm also working. I'm also doing my hours, volunteer based. Well, it's all volunteer stuff, essentially. And I'm doing my nonprofit, structuring it, putting it out there, the bylaws, putting it all down there, and getting the Free Energy Entertainment Center idea all organized and laid out so that it's comprehensible. And I'm actually planning on presenting these ideas to people in positions of power. They can actually do something about it. So to me, it's not like ignoring my family. It's doing stuff to help ensure my family's safety in the future, and not just my own family, like my daughter and her dad, but my mom and my dad and my sisters and their kids and their kids and my grandkids and their kids. It's to help all the future generations of people on planet Earth. So it's not something that I see as a waste of time. If anything, it's more important than going to the fucking movies or going to, uh, to the jumpy place or whatever. Not that I don't enjoy that, or that I think it's like pointless or whatever to do that stuff. It's not. It's important to spend time with your family, yes. But at this point, I think my priority should be like to get this done and put it out there already, get it going. and I should be spending more time doing that than I am on, dealing with drama and, going to try and make sure my daughter has a lots of happy memories and whatnot, that that I take her to out in public or whatever, the amusement parks or whatever that we go to. All of that stuff is, I mean, it makes her happy. Yes, it's important, but at the end of the day, she's gonna grow up to be an adult in this fucked up world, and all of those things are not gonna really matter at the end. The things that are gonna matter are, her adult life and the jobs that she has and the environments that she's in, and what, how it's making her feel, how all of that's making her feel. And so it sucks, it's hard that I have to choose one or the other, but there's no other way to do it. You have to make time for it. I have to make time to do this, to put it out there, to you know get it so that people could understand what I'm saying and actually see, oh yeah, it is possible, like that. I never thought of it like that. Like, and I don't really want to go into the details right now of everything. I have that on my Karmic Quarks page, and I'll put more of it laid out there when I do the PowerPoint and everything. I'll put that up there. So, and I'll make a video when I do. If anybody wants to see it, you guys can go check it out if you want. But right now, no, I don't really like to, like, say the ideas, because it's something you have to, like, see all connected together in order to really see how it's possible. If I just put it out there, like one little portion of it, then it's like, oh well, that's not really gonna, that's just one thing or whatever. It's a big, huge nonprofit that I'm planning on bringing into manifestation soon. It's huge, and I'm one person, one little person.